In 1994, Brooklyn-born Aaliyah Dana Haughton shot to fame with her album Age Ain't Nothing But a Number with the hit Back and Forth, which made her an instant star at the age of just 15. But at the peak of her success on her way home from a music video shoot in 2001, a plane crash killed Aaliyah and 8 members of her film crew. She was just 22 years old at the time of her death. In this video, we'll explore the final minutes of the untimely death of the iconic singer and actress. Aaliyah Dana Haughton was an American actress, singer, dancer, and model. She was born on January 16, 1979, in Brooklyn, New York, to Diane and Michael Haughton. The name Aaliyah means the highest, most exalted one, the best. Her parents, Diane and Michael, they decided on the name based on the high hopes and expectations they would have if they had a daughter. Her father's work in the warehouse business led the Haughtons to Detroit, Michigan, where Aaliyah attended a Catholic school named Gesu Elementary with her older brother Rashad. She was enrolled in voice lessons by her mother at a very young age. Aaliyah soon began performing at weddings, the church choir, and various charity events. Her love of performing for an audience was further enhanced after she acted in a school stage play adaptation of Annie in 1st grade. Her parents supported her choices and encouraged her to sing and perform. The young singer competed unsuccessfully on the television program Star Search at age 11. Later that same year, she performed with R&B legend Gladys Knight, the former wife of her uncle and manager, Barry Hankerson, at a 5-night stand in Las Vegas. Aaliyah was a conscientious student and maintained a 4.0 GPA in high school, despite the increasing demands on her time from her career. She felt that gaining a good education was important, and if her singing and acting career didn't pan out like she wanted, she would open up a school for teaching drama or music history. She was subjected to some bullying and teasing at school because of her small stature, but claimed that it didn't bother her and only made her drive to succeed stronger. She graduated from the Detroit Performing Arts High School in 1997 with a 4.0 GPA. She credits her educational success to the support from her family. Her mother, who was a teacher that homeschooled her, in 1994, at the age of 15, Aaliyah released her first album, Age Ain't Nothing But a Number. Produced by the successful singer R. Kelly, the album quickly sold 1 million copies and eventually earned platinum status, based largely on the success of 2 hit singles, Back and Forth and At Your Best, You Are Love. It was a top 5 hit on the Billboard Hot 100 and a No. 1 R&B song. The follow-up single, a remake of the Isley Brothers' At Your Best, You Are Love, reached top 10 on the Billboard Hot 100 and was No. 2 at R&B radio, while the 27-year-old R. Kelly mentored Aaliyah and produced her debut album, Age Ain't Nothing But a Number, in 1994. He also groomed her into a sexual relationship and marriage, which was later annulled. She ultimately found healthier mentors in Timbaland and Missy Elliott, who produced her sophomore album, 1 in a Million, 1996. 1 in a Million portrayed the 17-year-old singer as a sultry hip-hop chanteuse, with a self-confidence well beyond her years. The album garnered favorable reviews and sold 2 million copies. Aaliyah gained even more recognition in 1997 when she recorded Journey to the Past, the Academy Award-nominated theme song to the animated feature Anastasia. She also performed the song for the Oscar telecast in 1998. Her next soundtrack effort, Are You That Somebody?, for 1998's Dr. Dolittle, starring Eddie Murphy, went to number 1 on the R&B charts, was a pop crossover hit, and earned Aaliyah her first Grammy Award nomination. The song was infectious, known for its sampling of a baby crying. In 2000, Aaliyah made her acting debut in the surprise action hit Romeo Must Die, starring opposite martial arts star Jet Li in a Romeo and Juliet-inspired story set in modern-day Los Angeles. She was also an executive producer of the movie's soundtrack and performed the hit single Try Again, which netted her a 2nd Grammy nomination, as well as 2 MTV Music Video Awards for Best Female Video and Best Video from a Film. Also in 2001, she played the title role in Queen of the Damned, based on the best-selling novel by Anne Rice and released in theaters in 2002. She scored a major casting coup when she signed to appear in 2 upcoming sequels to the blockbuster sci-fi thriller The Matrix, starring Keanu Reeves and Lawrence Fishburne. Her 3rd album, Aaliyah, was released in July 2001. It debuted at number 2 on the US charts and sold over 2.4 million albums worldwide. But the first single, We Need a Resolution, peaked at 59, and early high album sales began to wane. Hoping to boost sales with a better single, Aaliyah and her team decided to film a video for Rock the Boat. Aaliyah filmed the underwater scenes for the video in Miami, Florida on August 22, 2001. She then traveled to the Abaco Islands with her production crew to finish the video. The shoot was largely pleasant, with tropical locations and renowned music video director Hype Williams at the helm. On August 24th, Aaliyah and the crew awoke before dawn to film scenes. The next day, she filmed aboard a boat with several dancers. When Aaliyah finished shooting her scenes one day earlier than scheduled on August 25, 2001, her team was eager to get to Miami that night and boarded an Opa-locka, Florida-bound Cessna 402 at 6:50 p.m. at Marsh Harbor Airport. Aboard the craft were 8 others: hairstylist Eric Foreman, makeup stylist Christopher Maldonado, security guard Scott Gallen, friend Keith Wallace, Anthony Dodd, Blackground Records employees Douglas Kratz and Gina Smith, and pilot Luis Morales III. Nobody heeded Morales' warning that the plane was overloaded, leading to Aaliyah's death. Shortly after takeoff, the small airplane crashed. The National Transportation Safety Board later reported that witnesses saw the plane lift off the runway and climb to less than 100 feet, before nosediving and crashing in a marsh just past the end of the runway. The second Aaliyah's plane crash occurred, the fuselage burst into flames, killing all aboard. Aaliyah was not even awake while boarding. She'd protested the small plane and refused to get inside, opting to sit in her taxi and wait. But at the last minute, a member of her entourage gave her a sedative to help her fall asleep, then carried her unconscious body on board minutes before takeoff. Aaliyah's death was ultimately ruled accidental. Her body was found 20 feet from the wreckage. The victims were transported to the Princess Margaret Hospital morgue in Nassau. An inquest by Dr. Giovanda Raju at the coroner's office determined Aaliyah died after suffering severe burns and a blow to the head. She also experienced extreme shock that damaged her heart. Raju posited that Aaliyah had endured such physical shock that she would have likely died even if she survived the crash. Meanwhile, authorities determined that the Cessna had exceeded its maximum payload limit by 700 pounds, and that the pilot hadn't even been approved to fly it and had lied to get his pilot's license. Only in 2002 did Morales' toxicology report reveal he also had cocaine and alcohol in his blood. 6 days after Aaliyah died, her funeral was held on August 31, 2001, at the Church of St. Ignatius in Loyola in Manhattan. Ultimately, all that remained were memories, all of which were fond. Aaliyah will be missed, but will always be remembered. A true angel in every sense of the word, she lives now in our minds, our hearts, and in the way we all live our lives. In her name, we strive to be the best and make our world a better place.